Alright, hey guys, and welcome to a video from the Ultimate Collector. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing video review for you of the newly released AsiaArgento 1/7 scale figure from the anime HighSchoolDxD, or DD, however you want to pronounce it. Now this figure is based around the season hero, as you can see here on the top right corner, and this figure is from Bellfine. Now this is the amiami exclusive version of this figure, and basically what that means is it came with an AsiaArgento plaque kit on the top. As you can see, it's kind of, they've stuck it to the box here and wrapped it in cellophane. Now I picked this figure up from Amiami's store in Akihabara, Japan. I was very fortunate enough to be out there over Christmas time when this figure happened to come out, and I was very excited to pick this figure up because Asia is my favourite character from the show, and the anime's been going on since like around 2012, I think it was started around, and it's taken us that long for us to finally get an Asia figure come out. Basically all we've had is pretty much Rias and Argento, and they're great characters, don't get me wrong, but we've finally got an Asia figure come out. And I did review a few of the Rias Gremory figures from my collection a few years ago on my other channel. They are on the left there, sorry, in my detailed cabinet. You can just see there. I'll put links to those figure reviews if anyone's interested in checking out my Rias Gremory figure reviews. But yes, now this is the first figure I've ever bought from Bellfine, and I've heard a few controversial things from forums online over their quality, so I'm interested to see what it's going to be, and then I can kind of judge for myself. So let's do a quick once over of the box first before we unwrap her. So 1/7 scale, painted figure, AsiaArgento, lingerie version, and we've got a really nice illustration of her on the back here. There's a sticker over it there. For sale in Japan only. I believe this figure come out literally on Christmas Eve, if I recall, 24th of December. And there was other characters from this set that had come out the same day, such as Rias and Konako. So let's get this box open and we'll have a little look at the plaque first. Okay, so now we can have a better look at the plaque that come with the amiami exclusive version. So it's a really nice quality one, it's quite firm, and we've got really nice illustrations here of Asia. So as I said earlier, this is from the Hero season, and this is when the characters kind of went under a little slight redesign as the anime had gone under, well, it was being developed by a different animation studio compared to the first couple of seasons from the show. So the characters do look slightly a little bit different. So I can show you a little example. This is Asia in the new design, and this was the Asia from the old animation design. A few people online didn't really like the kind of new look for the characters, but I honestly didn't really mind it, and it kind of suited the more ecchi moments in the show better, honestly, with the new designs, I thought. But yeah, I haven't removed them from the cellophane, but here's a couple of the bolts here to stand it up, but you get a pretty good idea of what this looks like. So the figure, if I recall, retailed for around 11,000 yen, and the amiami exclusive version I think was 14,000 yen, or it might have been about 13,000. It was about 2,000 yen more to get the exclusive version with this. So for 2,000 yen more, I of course had to pick up the, the extra piece. So this is what the figure is out of all the cellophane. So let's get her out of there without further ado. Now Amiami had a really awesome display in their shop of all the characters from this figure series line out, all on like the blanket, which I think comes in this box. Okay, so nothing else in the box, just a really nice yellow inside. Okay, so all the contents are now out of the box. We've got the instructions, which we'll quickly open. So the figure is indeed a cast off. I wasn't actually certain if it was, but this pretty much proves that it is. you can get a pretty good idea of what the figure looks like without her lingerie outfit on, which is great. And here is the bedding part I was talking about. So yeah, the amiami shop, they had like all of the bedding out of this in one of their display cabinets for advertisement, because like you want to see what the figure looks like. And then they had all the characters all set around the bed. It looked pretty funny and cool, of course. So it looks like I might need to remove some of the parts just to get the plastic off. Not sure yet. Let's see. Yeah, so it does look like we need to remove some of her parts to get all the plastic off. Alright, and here she is. First impressions, I'm actually quite happy with her, to be honest with you. I'm gonna zoom in so you can get a better look. There we go. So, as you can see, the figure does look very nice. There's definitely some pros and cons, and I'm going to get to the cons in just a minute. The cons definitely don't outweigh the positives for me, but I mean, firstly, the figure indeed does look like AsiaArgento, which is great. You don't want to buy a figure that doesn't look like the actual character, and I'm very happy with that. The skin tone on the figure looks really nicely done. Her eyes have got the very vibrant green that she has to her eyes. The paint quality on the eyes might not be as vibrant as some other anime figures in my collection, but it does the job. She's got her really cute smile, and the hair is pretty accurately displayed as she is in the anime. Now, the tone of the hair colour is pretty good. I mean, I do think it could probably have used a little bit more definition, maybe with some more layers, but I think it does the job just enough. As you can see, the layers kind of change to a more darker colour as it goes down. Her lingerie outfit herself looks very nice, and as you can see, it definitely is like a silky, it's not actually made of silk, but it's made to look like a silky material, as you can kind of see through it partially as her stomach area here, and you can see through to her panties, of course. You can see it has fingernail polish on her fingers and feet, so it's a very nice detail. And once again, the skin tone quality has got some very nice layers to it. Not the most layers I've got from one of my figure collection. One of the rarest ones has got very nicely detailed skin layers, even to the knees here. They haven't kind of really done much with the knees here, but this is part of the figure that's not going to be on show when you have it on display, so I can kind of understand to that level. So yeah, the pros, it's a good looking Asia figure. I can't fault them for that. They've done a good job of getting her likeness through. Some of the cons to it, I don't know if I'd really say this is a con, but it's quite a light figure. I mean, for a high value figure, it does kind of feel like a more lighter figure, and I can understand that she's more one of the smaller characters, but yeah, I'm not sure, it just kind of feels a little bit of a lighter figure. I mean, it might be the fact that it's not attached to a base as compared to some figures that are, but yeah. Now, there was one bit of paint leakage I found on the figure, which was a little bit unfortunate, and it's not the end of the world because you can't actually see it until you take some of her parts off, you know, no pun intended, but there is a little bit of paint leakage on one of her butt cheeks, which is a little bit of like a yellow paint leakage, so I can imagine it might have been part of the paint from her hair, but with her head attached to here, you can't actually see it, so it's not a deal breaker, definitely. Now, a positive definitely is that the parts of this figure come off very easily, which is great. I'm not going to lie to you. I've got several figures in my collection where the parts are a nightmare to get off, specifically the head. You kind of feel like you're going to damage the figure to remove the head. This one comes off very nice and easy. Her arms come off as well, because you need to remove her arms if you want to get her lingerie outfit out, and the lingerie outfit comes off really nicely. You actually, you know, you have experience with it. The lingerie outfit comes off as it would in real life. You put her shoulder straps down and you just pull it off essentially. Now, I'm not gonna do the cast off pictures in this video, sorry to disappoint you. I don't really want to get this video flagged or removed, but if you want to see the cast off pictures of her, I'm sure there's pictures of it out on mfc.com. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about the figure, you know. I think the pros definitely outweigh the cons, and the fact that, you know, we've finally got an AsiaArgento figure, I've got to give kudos to Bellfine for that, really, I honestly have. I'm going to quickly open, it's not essentially a base, really, it's kind of, I suppose, a little bit of a base, but this is like the flowery bed material, I guess you could say. So it looks pretty cool. You got this proves to you that it's from this figure that comes with it. You know, it says there, my HighSchoolDxD Hero in China, and it definitely gives the impression that, you know, it's like a bed, and there she is waiting. And you could probably, you know, design, well, not really design, but make it a kind of different-ish display, which is a pretty cool idea. You know, fold it up a little bit like that, and then have her on there like that, so it kind of seeps into it. And if you was to get the other figures from this series, it would look pretty cool, as I said to you earlier, how it was displayed in amiami, where you got the other figures on this bed. So overall, I would say that if you're definitely an AsiaArgento fan, you can definitely not pass up this figure. I'd probably give this like maybe an 8 out of 10 for this figure, which I think is a pretty solid effort. For all the negative stuff I've read online from Bellfine, I can't really honestly fault this figure, really, other than the few little things that I've mentioned, a few little niggles, but definitely really happy with this figure. If you've got already a HighSchoolDxD collection, then this is going to go along really well with them. If you've got any Rias or Konako or Akano or any other characters, you can finally fit Asia in that collection with you. So I'd definitely recommend this figure. I think the amiami exclusive version may have sold out now, but regardless, it's still a great figure to pick up with that exclusive item or not. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video figure review, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section below, and hopefully there'll be some more anime figure reviews coming in the near future. Alright everyone, take care of yourselves, see you soon, and goodbye.